What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Did I break it?
Hello everyone and welcome to Veteran Gaming. I am Aaron. Today we're going to be talking about Eternal Evolution, an idle RPG hero collecting style game that I have been having an absolute blast with. Because it is a game that just released on November 9th, 2022, I wanted to go ahead and put together a little bit of a beginner's guide for those coming into the game that maybe want some tips and tricks. That way you're not stalling out your progression and you're continuing to push through all the levels and all the content in the game. So, if you follow my foolproof plan with my tips and tricks, I'm sure you'll be rocking through the content in no time also.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
So the first thing we want to talk about is how the game functions at a basic level. So everything functions around your heroes here. As you can see, this is my current hero collection. I have a lot of duplicates, which we're going to talk about later. But you're basically all going to focus on a team of 5. You want 5 heroes that you are going to put all of your resources into, and then way down the road you'll worry about trying to throw some into other characters. But you only need 5, and I'll explain that when we get to that section also. But quickly jumping into a character real quick, when you go to the character screen, you're only going to want to focus your resources on elite heroes that have 4 skill abilities here. Some heroes only have 3, some have 2. All those elites with only 3 skills, or rare, the blue ones with only 2 or 3 skills, all the commons, you're not going to put any resources into any of those. We're only going to mess with elite heroes. As you can see, she says epic up top there, but that's because I've already put work into her in the evolution system, which again, we'll get into later. So here's your standard elite pull. She has her 4 skills. And this is somebody that we're going to want to put resources into. If you come down here to a blue, okay, so this is a rare, only has a total of 3 skills. That's a dead giveaway that you're not going to put resources into this person, and they're basically going to become fodder to level your other heroes. So, back into our tank here. If you click down on this icon, it's going to tell you what these icons mean, what class they fall into. There are 7 of them, and you're going to want to mix and match to try to make the best possible combo. This other one right here, it's not going to tell you, but it's actually faction. There's 3 factions in the game. So you have your skills here. You have your talents, which as you progress the character, you're going to open up and put points into. Okay, there you go. There's your points up there in the top left. And the skills are going to automatically increase as you level up and advance them, which is pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to go into that. You get, as you can see right here, this little blue guy. Can I click on it? Yeah, there you go. There's your hero experience. That's going to level them up. And then every 20 levels, you need some red crystals, which I'll show you right here because he's 99. Can't go to 100 without the crystals. Alright, he's in the inherited system. Do I have one? Yeah, Muka. Come on out, Muka. So, when you get to Muka here, it's going to say, here you go. Here's your soul rubelites, which are how you advance every 20 levels. And then you go, for the next 20 levels, you're right back into the hero XP. So, going back in, you also have equipment. Which is gear you're just going to pick up through challenges and everything. This epic gear here in this color is the one you're going to start putting a lot of resources into. But if you get some purples, some elite gear, that's also fine. Try not to invest in the blue gear. This is just going to be fodder down here. You're going to feed it into larger gear. So, conserve your resources, be efficient. When you get to gear, only purple and higher gets your resources. All right, so that is our basic character setup. Nothing too crazy there. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your team of 5, and you're going to jump into either challenge, your story challenge, excuse me, which we'll go ahead and pull up real quick so that you guys can get an example of combat. So you're going to go, I'm probably going to lose this, I don't know. But I just want to show you the basic format. So once you get to certain levels, you're going to have 5 characters here. Here's your hero screen. You can add, mix and match heroes as best you want. You have your different prototypes down here that give you bonuses based on characters and will buff certain heroes, certain characters. And then you have your commander, which is going to give a general bonus, but will also focus on certain heroes, as you can see their pictures right there. So all of these things are going to go ahead and make up the combat. So when you go to challenge, that's going to begin the combat. It's going to load you in, and it's going to start. I'm going to pause it here. It's started on auto. So if you click auto, most of the time you're going to run on auto. There's not a whole lot of reason to manually control it. But if you want to, say you want to control the heals that are going out to your team, then you can click a specific hero on and off and control that hero. But the vast majority of the time, you're just going to run them on auto. You can change your speed right here. Most of the time, you're going to run it on 2. Under my head here, there's a little bar graph icon. If you click that, it'll show you damage mitigation, or how much is blocked, and then heals per your character. Just a little bit of extra info. So then you're just going to click auto here, and you're going to see if your team can take out the other ones. My tank is already down, but it looks like I might have a pretty good shot here. And every time their icon lights up and gets big, like Ravenna's down here, or Serena's just lit up, that's their ultimate ability. And that's the thing you can trigger if you decide to go into manual mode. And hey, I'm actually going to win this, which is nice because that's going to show me the option, once you get the victory screen, of this auto-challenging the next. So if you tap that, it will automatically go into the next level, and if you leave that on, it will keep pushing content in the background the whole time that you're playing the game, or you have it open, which is nice. You don't have to sit there and manage every single piece of content. You can just kind of let it roll.
Let's roll, let's roll, let's roll.
You can do that in 2 sections. You can do that in the story challenge mode that I just showed you, and, oops, clicked on the wrong thing. And if you go to the perimeter section, which is where you actually want to go, the soul mine right here is a stair-step system, and that's where you're going to also use the auto challenge for the most part. As you can see, I'm on floor 110, but some of these whales that have thrown a bunch of money into the game are at 279, 269, 266. Good for them. If you want to throw money into the game, go for it. Have fun. No judgment here. So that is the basic game system for combat. So you have the story challenge mode, the soul mine, which is a step-by-step system, and then you're also going to get these dungeons like the Sinsaro Marsh, the Disa Caves, the Terra Dome, Wasteland, so on and so on. And these you can only do a certain amount of times. You get 3 attempts on the Marsh, Dome, Caves a day. Wasteland, once you clear it every day, it then locks out. And that's pretty self-explanatory. You'll see the numbers. You're also going to use the combat system when you go into the arena. And you're initially going to start with a regular 5v5 arena, and then you'll get the galactic arena, which is going to be team system. Let's see if I can show it without actually jumping into it. Or maybe I'll even just jump into it real quick. So here you go. Now you're going to set up Team 1, Team 2, Team 3. And the cool thing about Arena and Galactic Arena, if I want to put my bonuses in here. Now, I'm not going to mess with it now. I already showed you guys that. So when you go in, you can hit the challenge for Arena and Galactic Arena, and you can fast forward to the end. Huge time saver. Huge, huge, huge time saver. Hey, I won every round. What do you know? Outstanding. So if you want to save even more time, use that fast forward button, but make sure you're using your regular Arena and Galactic Arena attempts every day. So now that I've showed you the basic game and how it works, I want to start going into tips and tricks to how to keep you moving. Because as you can see here, you only have 2 main resources. You have cash money and you have diamonds. If you go into your bag here, you're also going to get some tickets on how to pull new heroes and that kind of thing. But we'll talk about some of those a little bit later. Like here, you can get some cash. Just unlock some cash. That was a reward. I don't know why they do that. If you save it and your level goes up, maybe you get a little bit more. But in general, you're just going to open those as you go. That's going to help you keep moving and progressing through the game. So let's talk about evolving your heroes real quick, because that is a very key component to what's going on. And they have some wonderful tools embedded in the game which are going to help you out a lot, because there aren't a whole lot of tutorials for this section that made a lot of sense to me. But once I saw this in practice a while, then it made a lot more sense, and I'm going to try to pass that knowledge on to you guys. So, as you can see, all of these duplicates, you're going to level up using copies of themselves, and then that's going to give them a higher rank, and then you can eventually raise the heroes levels that you do want to use. So I'm going to demonstrate using this quick evolve tool, which is an outstanding tool. It's going to save you a lot of time. So if I say quick evolve, it's going to say I'm going to upgrade this first hero using these two heroes, and it's going to produce this hero. And as you can see, most of the time, it's just going to do straight copies of it. So I recommend you scroll down, make sure it's not doing anything crazy, and once you've seen that it's just using copies, then you can go ahead and confirm. And now I've cleared up a lot of inventory space or hero space, and I've evolved my heroes.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know.
So now, once I've done that, then I can do intelligent evolution. So now it's not going to do exact duplicates, but it's going to do the same rank kind of character that's going to help you get even higher for your evolve process. So now I'm taking this guy, combining Rando 1 and Rando 2 to get him to a higher level. This is still helping me get this higher level fodder. Now they're at elite level. And then see, I can even take now my epic level characters and I can raise them. So did I get anybody I wanted to get up? No, I still can't get my healer or Taylor or Ravenna. So I'm probably going to leave those for now, although Muka's pretty tempting. I'm in love with Muka. He's a summoning hero. He's pretty great. So we are going to evolve him one time. Maybe one time. Yeah, okay. So there you go. So that's the evolving process. And I probably went a little too quickly through there, but as you can see, is when I pressed evolve, it told me it was raising his skill, his power in all kinds of levels to make him just a more powerful hero, which is what you want to do. So your general strategy is you're going to be knocking out your story instance challenge. You're going to be jumping into your perimeter, and you're going to be doing your soul mine as far as you can. And then once you've stopped, you've hit a hard point on that where you can't progress anymore, then go into your heroes, go into your evolve, and level up your heroes with whatever resources you've gotten from the story challenge and from the mine and your evolve, which you're going to get more heroes through the recruitment center. So if you're ever confused on what to do, I highly recommend, and I didn't know this soon enough on my own, these stage. Go into these stage missions. They give you a ton of resources, especially the Rubelite materials that will advance characters every 20 levels. And really stay on top of these. This is your guide to knowing where you should be and where you should be going to make sure you don't get that stall in the game. Like right now, I should be going for 2 heroes level 119. That's about where I should be to clear the next level of content so that I don't get stuck. And it's also going to make sure that I'm upgrading my equipment because there's a mission there. So these stage missions are awesome waypoints. They're guideposts of telling you about what you should be focusing on. So if you're getting stuck on something and you come into your stage missions and it's saying you got to upgrade gear to get to the next level, that's probably why you're stuck, because you've been neglecting gear, or you haven't upgraded your commander, or you haven't evolved heroes enough. So stay on top of these stage missions. Those are going to be your key to getting to the next level. So I'm going to go in here and show you the recruitment center quick also to show you how summoning the hero works. As you can tell, up here in the top right section is my ticket count. I'm going to call them tickets. I don't know what they're actually called. Recruitment cards. So my recruitment cards are up there in the top right. And I got 11, 12, limiteds, I got 8, friendship, I'm getting 27. So each level has a different amount. So you're going to come down here and you're going to pull. You can skip the pretty animations or you can watch them. I'm going to skip them because we're trying to save a little bit of time for everybody watching. And then boom, here we go. These are going to summon in our 10. All those green ones are going to be automatically sacrificed for materials.
pretty much means you're trash.
The blue ones it'll keep around, and the purples obviously are the elites that it will definitely carry around. Ooh, Taylor, outstanding. Always, 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 always nice to level Taylor. He's a great character. Heyman, he only has 3 abilities, so even though he's an elite, I immediately don't care about him. And that's the resources that were immediately sacrificed for all those greens I pulled. So, especially in the early game, this is kind of a tip and trick. I don't know how long... Oop, I got to click on the right thing. I don't know how long this event will be going on. It ends in 2 days for now, but they might open a different event. So make sure you're checking on some of your events here, because when I got to 8,400 or 84,000 tickets, I got a triple S Ravenna. So they're going to have events like these popping up. They're going to help you get those characters, and so you want to make sure you're staying on top of those. So, when it comes to spending your gold and diamonds, I tend to be as efficient as humanly possible. I don't want to spend a ton of them, but I will say, especially because in this grand ceremony event, it tells you how to obtain points, and you get 1 point per diamond. I was going in here to the recruitment center and buying base level tickets for cards for 2,700, because that was advancing me in that event to get Ravenna. And like you just saw, I was pulling heroes like Taylor that are really going to help me. And as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and evolve him right here, right now, because he is an amazing, amazing hero. So there you go. There's the screen I went through earlier. Evolved, it's raising his HP, his attack, and his defense, and it even gave me a new talent to unlock for him, which is something I'm going to do immediately as soon as this video is over. So, if you want to keep rolling, if you want to keep moving in this game, I highly recommend these stage missions. They're going to give you a ton of resources when you complete them, and it's going to keep you linear and focused in the direction you should be moving. As always with these games, grabbing a guild that's really going to help move up, and with active players is also going to help you. So make sure you're staying on your daily missions. That goes without saying. Stage missions, focus on those, stay with those, keep rolling, and then your achievements, you're just going to pop up when you get them. You won't have to focus on those, but the materials you get from them are nice. So try to grab a set of heroes that's balanced. I run a tank, a couple of damage classes, and then a healer. But remember, if you get stuck on a certain one, you can totally change your team. Some challenges require a bunch of DPS and no tank. Some of them require a bunch of tanks and no DPS, no damage. So if you get stuck on something, change your heroes around. And it's amazing to change heroes around in this game because it is absolutely free. If you go into your Evolve tab here, you can reset, and as you can see, I only have a team of 5. I only have resources in 5. I'm practicing what I preach here. You can reset any of these characters for a full refund. It's going to tell you exactly. It's every single piece of gear I have in here. It's all my advancement crystals. It's all my experience. It's all the money it even costs to upgrade all that stuff. It's crazy. It gives you everything back. So you can play around with what heroes you enjoy, what teams work better, as much as you want, because it's a free process, which is just crazy for a game like this. You can't do that in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Marvel Strike Force Raid, none of them. This is a cutting edge game as far as that is concerned. So if you get stuck, make sure you are resetting and toying around with your heroes to try and make the best team you can. The last thing I'll quickly throw out there is the inherit system. So as you can see there, I only have resources in 5 heroes, and that's including levels. But if you look at this whole second row, they're all level 99, and I don't have resources in any of them. That's the inherit system. As you progress through the game, the inherit system will unlock, and then you can add heroes into the inherit system. So as you can see on the main portion of the screen here, this is my team of 5. These are the ones I have resources in. I have all these slots over here that I can add heroes to that will then automatically move up to the lowest hero I have resources in. So since I have Muka here at level 99, I don't have him at 100, all of these characters who I don't have any resources in are all at level 99, and I can use them at that level. It doesn't give them the gear that Muka has, So if you're going to use some of these more often, make sure you throw some gear in them, but it gives you the level. So I'm going to come in here, Omar. Yep, Omar gets level 99 for sure. Omar's a great character. He's just not currently in my team. And then you can throw in a couple more if you want to. I just got him. I'm not even sure if he's good, but hey, he's level 99 for now. So you can go into these characters and throw some gear in them, which will help them out, because you are, like I showed in the Galactic Arena, you are going to be using 2 teams and 3 teams for some of this content as you progress. That'll be a little bit farther down the road, but it's nice to know it's coming, and this inherit system is ready to help you maximize that one team, but still continue content. So the inherit system is amazing. The evolve system is amazing, frankly, because you don't have to level up any of these characters that are going to be sacrificed. They're typically referred to as food. You don't have to level any of them up, so it's much quicker than raid. And look at this. I already have a new quick evolve. I can throw some of these guys in there, and then that's it. I could upgrade Taylor again right now if I wanted to. I don't, because that's somebody that's already been to an epic level, but it's going to help you, and that tool is absolutely amazing. I've been using that tool for a couple of days now. It's never showed me something wrong or something I didn't want to do. So far, that tool is absolutely trustworthy. So, just to wrap everything up, you got your team, only put it into 5 heroes. If you need to sub a new hero in or out, because one hero is really slacking on damage, or you get a new hero from a card pull and you want to put him in, reset them under the Evolve tab. Make sure you get that team up and rolling again. Make sure you're staying on top of your upgrades, like your commanders. You can upgrade your commanders, your divine prototypes. Make sure you're staying on top of those. And if you're ever wondering if you're missing something, it's probably going to be fallen in this stage mission. Make sure you're staying on top of your stage mission. I can't say it enough. And if you get stuck, I mean, I've already told you several different ways. You can upgrade your commander, upgrade your prototypes, upgrade your heroes, evolve your heroes. There are so many different ways that really you shouldn't be getting stuck in the first couple of days unless you are putting all of your time into this game, which I know happens. And they're not going to let you beat the game right away in the first week, right? Like there might be some hard stalls for players that are on this, 18 hours a day, which frankly could be fun. I mean, I'm still absolutely loving this game, and I just want to be on it and see what I can do. So this guide should get you through all of the basics, all right? If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave them down below. Anything like that's going to help not only me make better videos, but also help the community learn something. If there's something I missed that you found, if you have a certain hero type that you like, a certain hero in the game that you love that's doing great things in a specific area, leave it in the comments section down below. The more feedback is just going to help the community. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around through the video. If you can, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to have more Eternal Evolution content coming up in the future. And hit the notification bell, because I have streamed this game a couple of times already and they kind of pop up unscheduled. So make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you can get an alert when I'm going to go ahead and stream. All right, guys. Have fun. And as always, good luck.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.